Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a special edition of our Playermaker webinars. My name is James Grigson, and today we're joined with Dario Marinoni. He is an assistant coach at an academy in Switzerland, the under-19s age group. And today, Dario is going to talk through his use case and the team's use case of Playermaker. It's one of the more fascinating use cases that we have seen, and it is a comprehensive use of the technology across the coaching division, player development, athlete development, high performance, all encompassing use of the technology. And we've brought him on here to talk about a few things, but namely one of the things that we're going to be talking about a lot over the next couple of months, and that is technical load. The concept of technical load going to be a hot topic for us at Playermaker over the next couple of months. So with this presentation is going to be the beginning of our conversations around what is technical load. We'll come up and we'll be publishing a definition of what we believe to be technical load is, and we'll be keen to hear your comments and thoughts on this topic as we continue through. But for now, I'm going to hand it over to Dario. Dario, again, is going to talk about the use case of Playermaker within an academy setting over where he is in Switzerland. Dario, thanks for coming on and take it away, my friend.
Hi, James. Thank you. And hi, everyone. My name is Dario Marinoni. I'm 30, and I was born and raised in Milan, in Italy. And there, thanks to my parents, I had the opportunity to study what I always loved, sports, and in particular football. In 2016, I graduated in sports science. And in 2022, I had a master's degree in sports and conditioning. At the same time, in 2016, I entered the football world. First, as a part of and the sport and conditioning, then as a football coach for a professional youth academy in Switzerland. And this is exactly what I want to talk about, because my journey, as I like to call it, began in 2016. This is my journey, and as I told you, I start working for a professional football academy. From day one, I had the privilege to work with Coach Teodoro Palatella, that I want to say thank you for all he gave to me. And we started coaching a small group of children from the age of 10. Our president always had the vision and the will to entrust the growth of this group to us. And for this reason, we are still working with most of these guys. As is normal in these 8 years, new guys have arrived, but the hardcore was the same from 2016. They have begun a football process, and they are still working on it still today. In these 8 years, we have been able to think exclusively about the individual development of the player, because according to our president, we have never put sporting results first, but on the contrary, he has allowed us to work with calm and patience to achieve our goals. I think for sure that time has been fundamental, because it is the most important aspect in a football academy. And we had a lot of time, because from 2016 until today, we can work 8 years with the same age of same players, and I think we are very lucky on that. Our mission has always been trying to develop smart and technical strong football players. And for that, we have included everything that allow the best individual growth for the players in our training session. For that, the first example is the MBM method. And I want to thank Michel Branix, because he's helped us in the development of young players, and he's changed my way of thinking and coaching. giving priority to the progress of cognitive abilities and greater emphasis to performance and not to result. Here you can see some exercise we use to do from the warm-up, which have as a cardinal principles. You can see, for example, uniform and focused attention, concentration, like in the video, read, moving with attention, and the use of sense ball. This little ball with a rope, which helps the growth of the brain capacity. We use this different drill, also individual with the group, and also individual in this video. Since we have not the pressure of sporting result, but same ability to work on the process, we decide to increase training hours, including some preparatory sport to football. In the second video, you will see some different activities proposed by the same guys who have started the journey, like acrobatic for the coordination, or work from home, because especially during the COVID period, we work from home and we try to improve the technical ability of our player with the different drill, juggling or others. And in our experience, we use futsal because we believe that in the small pitch, we can increase the number of touches, the number of drills, the number of technical skills. And we use futsal for that. From a footballing and experiential point of view, the club has given us and still giving us today, because last month, most recently, the trip to Turkey with a Russian academy, we had the opportunity to live experience around Europe and face the best academies in the world. In this video, you can see the games against Chelsea, like this, but also Juventus, Milan, Atletico Madrid, and a lot of clubs around the world. This tournament was in 2017, and we play with the best academies in the world. Our experience was in Spain with Levante, Villarreal, Valencia, but also in Belgium with Genk. The beauty of the project consists in carrying out this type of activities for a long time with many players who are still with us today. In 2023, we had the privilege to meet Scott Redhead and get to know the Playermaker world. For more than a year, we have been monitoring our training with these devices, and we are finally able to quantify the amount of work that, from a technical point of view, we have supported and we continue to support. Today, we are here to propose this type of football. I can say a technical football with some clear principles in which we strongly believe, and we think this is the best possible method to allow excellent growth of the young football players. For example, we continue to work with futsal because we fully believe that it's important, but also we play as normal as in a normal football pitch, because now they have 18 years old, so they play, and this is what we try to do, and this is what we love. In the last video, you saw how we play, and now I want to show you our training model. So how we train. A first part in the image is our body mastery, our warm-up activities, which include general physical warm-up in addition to mental preparation to the training. Because we love to say that training is learning. So we believe that training is a learning process, and from the start they must be ready to learn. For this reason, in the body mastery, there are some principles that involves medium complex brain activities. In the second part, the ball mastery, players have to develop fundamentals learning principles in addition to technical abilities such as passing, control, or ball driving. One of the most important things we have to watch during training is the use of the 2 feet. And I can say that Playermaker helps and give us a lot of information about this. In fact, in ball masteries are present different learning principles, and one of the most important is trying to develop this training out of comfort zone, or rather in that zone where learning is as its best. So we try to bring the guys in the phase where error is part of the learning, and if we want to do this, we have to put some noises to keep the brain always active and be ready to learn. We believe that if all is good and perfect, players are not learning, so they are not improving. And ball mastery show this. In the last part of the training, involves some situational activities, which probably are closer to the real gaming situation. But even in this, noise, out of comfort zone, and cerebral aspects always play an important role. Some examples can be rondos, ball possession, positional play, structure games. And for example, in these types of drill, we usually use different size and color of balls with different rules, or we always use construction to achieve our goal. And in the last part of our training session, we use free game and to finish our training session. As I told you before, in 2023, we implemented Playermaker in our methodology, thanks to the meeting with Scott during one of our activities abroad. Of course, Scott was an inspiration to me, and he allowed us, through the knowledge of football and Playermaker, to give objective confirmation to what we have done in the past years. And in the next slide, I'll try to illustrate what we have observed with the use of this special device. In this chart, I included the training and game data from August 2023 to the end of February 2024. The various activities carried out are shown on the x-axis. In order, they are official match, ball mastery, rondos, positional play, ball possession, structure games, and free games. And on the y-axis, we have touches per minute in green and passes per minute in light green. It's quite evident how our ball mastery drills have a significantly higher percentage of passing touches than any other drills. This result confirms even more our desire to include these types of drill in our training session, because we think that they increase the number of touches and the number of passes, and we fully believe that high numbers of repetition with variation, because we think repetition is important, but with variation for the mental part, for the cerebral activities that I taught before. This principle could develop our players in the best way. And to give you an idea, I will show you a video that illustrates our ball mastery. Some players, like James, the players with the yellow, start with us. And in the other video, you can show him, because he started with him, and now I think we can say he's an intelligent player first, and a very technical players with the use of the 2 feet. In this video, I can show you our ball mastery, and always we started with the desire to maximize the technical skills of our players. And in this process, the technical load is always more complex and more complex. Playermaker, in addition to communicating the number of touches and passes made by our players in the various exercises, also provided us the confirmation that through this exercise, the percentage of use of the 2 feet was very close to 50 and 50 in relation to touches and passes and ball control. Like you can see in the video, in the slide, you can see all our drills, and at the top there is ball mastery. These images show the exercise we carry out during the training section. And once again, for the purely technical aspect, ball mastery is closer to balance with regards to the use of the 2 feet. In the image in this image, you can see the you can see the right dominant foot players, and you can see the percentage of ball mastery. In the other one, in the left players, dominant foot players, you can see how they are more closer to 50-50 in the ball mastery, and on the contrary, they are not closer to 50-50 in the other drills. So the use of the 2 feet is clearly evident in ball mastery, but not in the situation in game. In conclusion, I can say with certainty that Playermaker has given us confirmation of our work from a technical point of view. However, in the official game, our objective is not to think that players use both feet to the same extent, but that they develop their dominant foot to the maximum and gain great confidence with their weak foot, increasing the effectiveness of their touches and passing during game situation. For this reason, I want to give you a clear example about the results of our work. For example, in this video, this player that he worked with us for many years is able to dribbling with his right foot and scoring with his left foot. Thank you all for listening. I give you my contact, and if someone have some question, I'm ready to answer and to talk about it, to talk about football, because football is my world, and I think your world, and we love football, and I love to communicate with you, to answer to you if it's possible, and thank you for all. See you.
Thank you, Dario, and thank you everyone for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, please feel free to jump to the comment section and comment. If you're watching elsewhere, jump down below. There'll be areas for you to be able to get in contact with Playermaker if you have any more questions about our technology here. Thank you again very much for Dario to not only share about his use of the technology, but also a little bit behind his methodology and the methodology of his academy that has produced some pretty cool results and developed some young footballers in the game that we all love. So thanks again, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.